Hey guys, what's up, how's it going? My name is Rob and welcome back for another video on the channel. In today's video, we're going to be starting something completely new on the channel. I want to start the new year doing some interesting things on the channel, and one of the things I want to start doing is reviewing more products, doing more case studies, testing things out, and being fully transparent. There's a lot of things I've noticed on YouTube where there's a lot of people who aren't transparent with the videos they produce, the content they produce, and they don't really show results. There's not a lot of people going through and showing the results. And today I'm going to be doing a review of a popular program, and I'm going to kind of talk about this because this originally started as I wanted to make a US growth-based stock portfolio to have some fun with. But I was reviewing some services. I was trying to find some more information about this because I'm a Canadian investor myself, as most of you guys know, and I needed to find more information about this. So I searched out some different programs, and one of the programs I seen that popped up a couple times was the Motley Stock Advisor. Now, I had looked into this program and researched it up. I'm well familiar with the website, and this is an interesting program itself. So we're going to be reviewing the program. We're going to be doing a case study to see if this program actually is good quality, and I'll be sharing you guys my portfolio that I'm actually going to be building using this program just by itself, so you can see for yourself if you think the program is right for you and if you think the results are well worth the money that you're paying for. Now, full disclosure, before we go into the video and we talk about the program itself, there is an affiliate link in the description of this video. If you guys like what you see from the program, I'm going to be doing these updates on, I don't know, maybe every second week, maybe once a month. It depends on how popular the series is. If you guys really like the series, you guys want to see me do it more often, I'll do more updates. But it'll probably be like a monthly case study kind of thing to see how the program actually does. But if you guys do want to sign up, there is a link in the description of this video. I will get paid a commission if you guys use it, and you can get the program for 60% off. So I think it's about $90 or so a year, so it's a couple bucks a month if you guys want to check that out. But before you guys do that, I do encourage you guys to watch this video and just listen to some things I have to say, because I don't believe this program is really correct for everybody, and I do believe only a certain type of investor and a certain set of investors are really going to benefit. So I just want to say, you know, be careful, be your due diligence, and just kind of watch this case study first, and then if you guys like what you see, maybe you can think about signing up. So we go over to the landing page for the website. There's a few things I want to cover here really quickly because these are some things that are really interesting. Now, one of the big things about the Motley Fool, and a lot of complaints a lot of people have, including myself, is that they are a company that does a lot of aggressive marketing. And I noticed from joining the program myself, there was a lot of upselling, a lot of marketing, a lot of, they try to create this type of scarcity or this kind of YOLO type investing experience, and you see this pretty much anywhere. You know, you can call it clickbait, whatever you want. Even on YouTube, there's a lot of people who do this type of investing where they're like, buy these stocks now, or buy the stock before it triples, and you know, whatever this kind of thing, or don't wait to buy these stocks kind of thing. And this company does do a lot of that stuff, and it's really unfortunate because after going through the program itself, it's actually not too bad. Like if you're looking for a stock advisor or stock recommender to get started if you're brand new, the program itself isn't too bad, but there is a lot of fluff, there's a lot of marketing stuff, and it can really throw people off. But one of the big things that's going to be really interesting about this case study is here's their big claim to fame here. As you guys can see, you can see this little thing popping up here at the top that's telling you don't miss out, get these recommended stock picks before the next market closes. So it just kind of makes me roll my eyes, but this is marketing, guys, and unfortunately this is just the way this industry works. So I wish they would tone that back a little bit, because it is kind of, I think they're shooting themselves in the foot, but I don't know, maybe it's working out for them, but I do kind of dislike that kind of mentality that they're creating here. But nonetheless, one of their big claim to fame here is that the stock advisor has 4 times the S&P 500 over the last 19 years. That's a big claim to make, and we're going to see if that's actually true. And even if they have done that over the past, 19 years, the big question is, can they keep doing it going into the future? And if you guys watch my channel normally, you guys know that I'm a big fan of passive ETF investing. My main portfolio that I hold actually the biggest holding inside is the S&P 500. I'm a big fan of the S&P 500. I hold another ETF that is Canadian based, and then I pick a few stocks myself, which represents a small percentage of my portfolio. So doing this case study is kind of taking me outside my comfort zone. It's doing something that I normally don't recommend, but it's going to be 100% just for fun. And it's really the whole purpose of this is just to see, can you pick a stock advisor? Is this program any good? And can you actually beat the S&P 500 if you build your own portfolio? So one of the key things that they do talk about inside this whole program that I think is pretty cool is that they do mention that they focus on holding stocks for the long term. So that's a good thing. I like that idea. And they also mention of holding up to 25 stocks inside your portfolio. So the idea is to build your own kind of ETF, your own mini little ETF, and just kind of trim the fat of some of those other stocks, so you have a nice small kind of mid-sized ETF with some good quality companies. That's the key theme here, and I do like that. Again, but when you look at the marketing stuff like that, you kind of might get the wrong idea initially, but the program actually itself isn't too bad. So let's jump inside my portfolio that I'm going to be using to kind of track this, and I'll give you guys some more information about how we're going to kind of be setting up this whole thing. All right, so one of the interesting things about this case study is I was going to actually use my own money, but I thought to myself, because I'm a passive investor and I don't want to take any risk with this program. Like, this really is just a case study to see if we can actually beat the market. We're going to be using a simulator. Now, I know that's kind of boring and some of you guys might not like that, but the other alternative you could do is you could use a small percentage of your portfolio to do this, maybe 5 to 10%, depending on what you guys want to do. And at the end of the day, a lot of the picks are good quality companies, so it's not too bad. But, my philosophy when it comes to investing is really a passive approach. I like to buy ETFs, I like to buy good quality stocks. I don't have to worry about things. And even if I'm buying good quality stocks, I like to just buy an ETF that I can just, like the S&P 500, I can just buy and just hold and not have to worry about things. So for my own mentality, my own mental health and stuff like that, I'm going to just be using a simulator for this whole case study, just so you guys can see the goods here. And there are some rules we're going to have to follow. So we have account value of $100,000. And the cool thing about using the simulator is I can also keep the variables the same, so I don't have to worry about not having enough money, or if I have to put money aside to invest. It just gives me a lot more room to make sure we're doing everything 100% correctly here. Now, here's an interesting thing. So we have a portfolio value of $100,000 here. We bought a stock today. I put an order through yesterday for one of the recommendations. Every single Thursday, they bring out a list of different recommendations. We picked one of the stocks, and I can't share with you guys yet. I'm not too sure if I'm allowed to share the stocks I pick. I'm gonna have to talk to them. I don't want to get any trouble. I don't want these videos taken down. So I'm just gonna show you guys results of the portfolio, and maybe over time I can kind of show you guys the stocks, like maybe a couple months from now, maybe kind of thing we can actually go through and show what those stocks are. I just don't know if I'm gonna get in trouble for showing them. But we have a portfolio of $100,000. Our change is up 4% from the first stock we bought, one of the recommendations, and it is a tech-based company. And I'll talk about it in just a second here. So we're going to bring up the portfolio, and I'll show you guys what we made, what kind of trade we made so far. So I got this black bar set up here so you guys can't see the ticker or the name of the stock. And again, hopefully we can change that once I get confirmation, but I just want to make sure things are kind of safe here. So the current price that the stock that we bought was $66. Today's change is up 4.38%, and the purchase price was $63. We bought 17 shares of the stock, and the total value is $1,123. We're going to look to buy about $1,000 of each stock until we reach about 25 stocks in our portfolio like they recommend, and our total gain today is up $47, and that's a total gain of 4.38%. So a little bit of gain right now, but keep in mind we're going to see a lot of ups and down in the market in our portfolio, because that's kind of what these stocks are, and they really are to buy the long term. So throughout this case study, it might be tempting to be like, oh, you know what, after a month or 3 months or 6 months, maybe the stocks are up, and we're like, oh my god, the program's good. But then like a year or two from now, maybe the stocks go down, or maybe the opposite happens. Maybe a year or two from now, the stocks do really bad, and then 5 years from now, we get some massive gains. We really have to look at the long term here, because I did see some other YouTubers doing these case study results, but the big thing they're missing is that this is long term investing. You can't judge something after 3 months, 6 months, a year. It's really for the long term, and you guys can see that in my own personal portfolios that I build with Full Simple Trade and whatnot. So again, we're gonna try to do this as unbiased as possible. I'm going to try to give you guys the goods and do an honest case study. So that's the portfolio today. That's a quick little update. And once again, guys, if you guys enjoy these videos, just let me know, and I might do them on a more regular basis depending on how popular they are. Alright guys, that's it for today's video. I know I didn't cover too much, and I know this wasn't a fully in-depth review, but it's really hard to review a program when I can't show you guys the insides and we haven't really tested to see if it works or not. We can look at their past results and we can see that they did well, and going through the program myself, looking at some of their picks and their analysis and whatnot, it's actually not too bad. The analysis isn't super in-depth, but it is decent quality, and they do focus on earnings and growth potential and different things like that, which is what I like to see. So hopefully over time we can see this portfolio grow, but nonetheless, I think it'd just be a cool idea to try something new on the channel and go after some growth and just kind of play with some money. So anyways guys, let me know what you guys think in the comment section. If you guys enjoyed this video, please be sure to give it a big thumbs up and subscribe to the channel if you guys want to see these videos when I publish them on a regular basis. So take care, have yourself a good day, and I'll see you guys later.